First substitute driver side sees the ball and short coming off as well. Archie and this photo coming in. Double sub for a lot. Not just the expanded World Cup that gives these countries so much hope, it's the advent of talented young players. This drops in for Farji, the 22-year-old, into the area. Lifted it well, fielded in by Houston! The American captain! Has put them on the cusp of the World Cup once again! They led inside 10 minutes in the first half. They brought a lead 8 minutes into the second. Surely the flag is down. And remember Hussein, the leading scorer in front of the fine, full out for a lot. Stephen from Martha Farji, who just came into the game a minute prior. Bolivia's backs are against the wall again. Bolivia 2, Bolivia 1. And Hussein setting a very different message. Coming out of the hydration break at the midway point of the first half, we really saw Bolivia take control. And the intent not to allow that to happen again. Now Hamadu scored the open goal for Iraq, puts it by. Here's that man again. Farji. Off Fernandez. Good for handball. But outside the penalty area, Bolivia start the other way. Now the ball. Fans will see 15 minutes into this game. It's good for them. Folded on to Matthias. Tina. Morales. Vizcara. Medina. Mateus. Baca. Fernandez. Beautiful. Medina. Can't shake the dot. Mateus. His base hit good. Fernandez to make the play. And this is the offside that they were asking about. VAR ensures Marco Farji was onside in the lead-up. The second Iraqi goal. Hussein is wavering at halfway. Bolivia played through. Mateus, Medina, leading to Saros. We need to get across it. Goes better. Mateus, cutting. That is a moving defensive header. From Tassim. Kaduri arriving. Tassim took no risk. Likely didn't even hear Basil. Corner. Pounded away by Ismail. Lottie, 10 minutes in. His fifth international goal. Hussein is 33rd. 5 leading scorers in Iraq footballing history. Side decimated beginning of the 21st century. Almost proudly climbed back into contention. Mateus, Medina, Mateus first time she played a prize for it. Koski, sliding it over. Saros. Saga. Spent the last few years, just 19, playing in Spain.
substitutions, the hydration break.
Onboard home very early morning with 20 minutes of stoppage time remaining on the Vaso.
what had Iraqi players all surrounding the referee. On the wrong end of it. British parents moving to Norway. So that's it. Still believe Libyan faithful. Iraqis have much to cheer about. Just after 7:30 in the morning in Baghdad. Further at this, merely a yellow card. Amir Al-Amari back in play. Bolivia, Poland's top division. It's wasted. Came in at the 66th minute. Fresh leg, sure, but also trying to change the momentum. There's hardly been a chance since. This data get the lead. Nervy moment. Now flick through for Ali. It's awesome in the final. Bolivia threats that they can come apart at the seams at the moment. Bolivia has owned the vast majority of the ball considered in this game. And most of that possession has come with Iraq in leading moments. Iraq's been comfortable in these moments, large in part. So of course we know what's at stake. Another big match, relax, perform, and it will go well. 2 goals to 1 ahead. The most important game we will ever play, they said. They passed the test. 15 minutes in stoppage time, separating Iraq from the World Cup the first time in 40 years. Clever move, hit the range, almost Qasim, and Onava. There's real interaction in the match. Exquisite position. It's where they'll choose to see the foul given. Here's the outside back, Makasaga, being taken out by Ismail. He's been shown yellow. The boy got pushed down after the fact. They've brought it back to the front foul. Bodies flying everywhere, set toward the penalty spot. Missed the way. It is a corner. Nava just tried to Terceros seeks the service. Clearing header away to see. Chance to corner. Susan touched away by Paniagua. Johnson.
No. Ayaw.
Nava. Ali slows the run. Good
Ano po yan sa FBI o driving? Yan.
Terceros. Mateos. Totally on mark. Nava. A marksman. Nava. Played it short. Slaps the post in frustration. Clever pirouette at the edge of the penalty area just to give himself a chance. Finally, first touch. Johnson. Osaka steps in front. Teo steadies the ball. Godoy drops in. But can't win it. Second goal could really take the air out of Bolivia now. Play on. Advantage played in favor of Bolivia. And now a free kick at halfway. And it's Ismail who's on a yellow card. The yellow card instead is issued to Farji. Final change. Waiting to enter. Trying to see this out. Moment of being ingrained in Iraqi culture. Moment in which they reach the World Cup. Is it nearby? Nava. Terceros. On the run of Fernandez. He does catch up. Keep it in. Lever, Morales. Twos. Pulled away by Ali. Has support. Nearly slipped through. Clargy. Oh, that's what the yellow card was for, and they allowed that to play on. Gave advantage initially, and ultimately went back and gave the yellow to Farji after an additional foul was committed at halfway. It was about a minute and a half ago that that yellow card was given. Now it's apparent why. Sam, perfect ball hit. Koji, cross. Good attacker. Muhammad Ali. That is a picturesque build between the three. You know just how important that would have been for Rock by the reaction of Ali. Stripped again, Bayesh. Margie. A bit loose with it. Fernandez. Slipping a wonderful ball onto Terceros. Terceros, come on. Come on down in the end. Weight of nearly 13 million Bolivians can be found on his shoulders. Such the nature of being the brightest in what might be a golden generation. 8 goals in qualifying, tied for the most of any player from his confederation. Also on 8, Lionel Messi. Raheem Bayesh takes the long road. Fifth and final substitute for Iraq. Kevin Yacob. Features now in Denmark. Bolivia. Only one opportunity left, but they do have 3 more substitutes that they can use. Terceros weaving through traffic. Trio of green jerseys join. Saga, Godoy. Three of Asha. Morales. Fernandez, Nava, held off by Ali. Lost it to the line. Five minutes remaining, and likely a fair amount of added time as well. Safe when it was meant to Zach. Through the legs of Akazaga. Steps in on Chasa. Necessary push. As you hit the Hashem. Face. Says the referee. time ticks away regardless. A scream of Archie. Saros flying on. Archie's back to his feet. 90 seconds in stoppage time. That's all that's left. Terceros. Fernandez. Morales. Arcane. Away by LA. The last change for Bolivia awaits. Nava. Oh. The station comes off of Tassin. Couldn't clear it. 11 Bolivian corners. And just one across the line. Mateus, the midfielder off. A second striker, Enzo Montero, comes on. And the yellow card showing Lucas Makazaga. Does he get the ball? Yes, but does he get absolutely all of the player? He does. Olivia shoots usually. Short in the group on goal difference. The fifth round just enough to get past the United Arab Emirates, earn a spot in the playoff. And from those heartbreaks, they are on the cusp. Nava. Terceros. picked up by the referee. Scene jostles. Bolivia still not even a third of the way through stoppage time. Morales. Deep. They can defend. Joaquin flips it. Those are quarters for Bolivia. They'll move it back. They scored none of them if they can't equalize. Vizcarra's cross midfield, but he won't go into the box. Taking quickly. Taniagua returns. Nava rips it He was deflected on the leg. Another one. Look down for the woodwork. That's irrelevant, of course. It's another corner now. Corner. The boy. The latest. 14 corners. Is there something divine here? Right by the bar by Pesso. The substitute, Makasaga. Squeaking. Decent contact. Pounding it into the grass. This will run way over Ali. Vizcarra picks it up halfway through stoppage time now. Rock left this country 40 years ago. The 1986 World Cup. Never could they have imagined that they wouldn't return to the World Cup until they returned here to Mexico. Terceros. Kane steps forward. Pass up by Emil. Striking outside, very condensed Iraqi defense. Nava slips inside. Back out again. Fernandez, spinning, crossing. Settled, spinning, Otero. The corner. The dance from Bolivia, awaited this final goal. Clouds, Taniagua, back out to Joaquin, Taniagua, stripped, and laced up by Hashim. Bolivia parading Iraq. The length of added time. That time was running out. Tipping in behind. Godoy. That as far as Caceres. Makasaga. Settled. Injured player inside the penalty area. Back to his feet. Makasaga. Again. Another corner. McCarthy gets that down. shortly after a free kick was tipped up off the bar on this end. Is this the moment? Santiago play. That is the goal that secures qualification of the World Cup for Iraq. The next 90 seconds can fly by. A golden generation, perhaps, for Bolivia, and they may have to wait. Both Bolivian faces. There is such excitement, such confidence, such belief. But Iraq was the favorite, and for good reason. Bolivia is down to the end. Seeking Godoy. That's clean. Play on for Makasaga. Did not catch his hand. Paniagua for Makasaga intercepted. Now Jocelyn will try and take as much time off the clock as he can. Racing into the final third.